here before. Don't wanna draw any attention to all the crazy things that I shouldn't mention. Not really sure, but it feels like my feet are glued to the floor. Don't wanna open up my mouth, cause I'm afraid of what's gonna come out. Life is but a dream. This can't be happening. Wake up, scream. I'm in a twisted reality. Twisted.
All right, you guys, we are in a Toyota Alphard. First off, what a hilarious name for a van. This has got a Toyota Camry V6 in it. So this is the all-wheel drive model. It's a 2002. This just became legal to import into Canada. It's July of 2002, so it goes by month when you can import vehicles. And this is a July 2002 model. Wow, look at that spinning shifter. It's got its quirks. Obviously, it's a used vehicle. This one has about 140,000 kilometers on it, I believe, something like that. So first off, you notice this thing right away just because of how funny it looks from the outside. It's so tall, and like the thing isn't even that big, but it's just so incredibly tall. It looks like a spaceship. It kind of has a spaceship vibe when you're driving on the inside. Very smooth right off the bat. This is actually on coilovers. This is just gliding along like nothing else I've ever driven. So it's got a bunch of seats in the back. You've got 2 up here, 3 in the middle, and 3 in the back. I mean, it's a full-on luxury van, okay? You've got privacy curtains, like you're in a Rolls Royce or something. Really quiet in here, kind of luxurious, but still Toyota, you know? It's still got, like, the steering wheel just looks like a Camry steering wheel. From the front, it looks like nothing else, and you look at the emblem, I have no idea what that emblem is even supposed to be. All right, we are going to give it a little bit of beans here off this red light. See how that V6 do. Full throttle. Hey, not bad. 80 kilometers an hour, real quick. So hey, I mean, it's got an aftermarket exhaust on it, and you'd think an aftermarket exhaust on an automatic transmission van with a V6 would be crazy droney. It's not. It's not droney at all in here. It's super quiet unless you actually get on it. Steering's like, you know, it's there. I think, you know, the steering exists. It's nothing special. It's not too direct or anything like that. It's got a Camry vibe to it. A lot of the inputs feel kind of like, you know, normal Toyota, but I'm honestly, with this thing on coilovers, I'm incredibly surprised at how smooth this thing is riding. And we haven't bottomed out at all yet or anything like that. It's really doing a great job. It's got full-on AC, and it's got a bunch of insane features that I never even thought cars had back in 2002. I didn't actually think that cars had some of this stuff back in 2002. But Toyota was making a van in Japan that had all this stuff. So check it out. Okay, check this out, you guys. The inside of the Toyota Alphard. I believe that's how you pronounce it. If I'm wrong, please tell me. Okay, so this thing has a bunch of features, all of which I am insanely curious as to how Toyota managed to stuff all this into a package in 2002, all right? So starting from the right here, you've got a light you've got a button rather for the room lights for the back. So you've got a bunch of room lighting for your passengers back there. You've got a button that opens either side doors electronically, right? That you can open. You've got your on and off switch for the AC. So in the back here, down right here, there's actually AC 12 volt outlets. Okay, there's 2 of those, so you can plug in your laptop, you can plug in a rice cooker or a microwave, whatever you want to plug into that 12 volt you can do back there. So that button is there. On the steering wheel here, you've got your button to turn on the cameras in the front of the vehicle on the grille. All right, so there are 2 cameras actually on the grille facing kind of 45 degrees outwards. So if you're coming up to a stop sign and the visibility is like, the dash is really big in front of you, right? So to increase visibility, you can kind of look to the right and look to the left just by looking on your screen here through those cameras. which is really cool. That's something I hadn't seen on vehicles until, you know, a few years ago. But here we are, 2002 Toyota, giving the Japanese people what they want. So down here, we've got lane departure warning. Okay, that's another feature that you don't see very often on early 2000s cars, if at all. You've got your power door switch here, and then you've got your suspension mode that goes from comfort to sport. So it does have a sport suspension mode. Like I said, it does not work at the very moment because this does have coilovers on it, so that's not an option. Either way, the car rides awesome on coilovers as it is. But yeah, let's move to the back and see what else we have going on back there. All right, so as you can see, plenty of legroom. This has got a crazy amount of legroom. I can literally extend my legs to their full extent. And as you can see on the ground here, there's rails here for the seats, right? So all of these seats move backward, they move forward. And the coolest part is, in my opinion, this whole thing is converted into basically like a Rolls-Royce-esque interior here. So what you can do is, so you can swivel the seat around, and look at that, there you have it. You can face your passengers in the rear, have a good conversation, and these rear seats back here move all the way to the back. So essentially you've got plenty enough leg room for both parties, and you know, set up a poker table in the back, whatever the heck you want, and have a good time. This is a road trip vehicle. This is luxury VIP stuff, okay? This is what JDM cars do so well. This is what Japanese manufacturers do so well. Or did so well, specifically in the 90s. Look it up here. DVD player from the factory in 2002. You've got your complete climate control for the passengers here. You got dome lights and everything like that. Headphone jacks and 2 separate volume controls down here where those 12 volts are. It's just insane how many features this has. And one of the best parts about this car are the shades. Check that out. That is Rolls-Royce status right there. We're living in luxury, guys. So it's not bad. I mean, if you've got, you know, how many passengers can you fit in here? 7 passengers with 12 cup holders, you're good to go. You've got your water, and then you've got your special drink, maybe, if you're on the road and not driving. All right, you guys, that's the inside of the Toyota Alphard. Sounds kind of like a spaceship taking off initially when you give it a little bit of gas. Oh, it's got plenty of power. I don't know how much this thing weighs, but I mean, it's got all-wheel drive too on this specific model, and you'd think it would be pretty heavy. I'm sure it is very heavy, but this engine is plenty enough power. I think these Camry engines came with about 270 horsepower at the crank from the factory, and probably about the same in torque. So nothing crazy, nothing compared to, you know, a modern minivan. Modern minivans have like well over 300 horsepower. So this in comparison isn't too nuts, but it works. And it's just, the point is it's smooth NA power. It's not, you know, a 4-cylinder with lots of boost. So I don't know what you guys think, but I would love to have one of these things for road trips, okay? It's got 2 glove boxes. The front seats are insanely big. You've got a bunch of room up front here. And this fits in small car parking spaces. Like, it's not too crazy big, you know? It actually is, you know, it does fine. 5,000 RPM, 6,000. It's so smooth. Honestly, when you get into the steering, it loads up pretty nicely. There's definitely some body roll though. Oh yeah, there's some body roll. This is a van. Straight up minivan review on Roads Untraveled, you guys. I really hope you like it. Brakes are solid. Little bit of body roll. Lots of feel in the steering. It's not too light at all. It's just as heavy as my MR2 steering, I'd say. MR2 does have kind of light steering, but for a sports car, right? This is a minivan. It's got a touring mode and a sport mode, so you can switch between the two if you want it softer or if you want to give it a little bit more sporty feel. Yeah, it's got sport and comfort right here. All right, here we go. Oh yeah. It's not slow. This could probably beat a lot of other cars we've filmed in the past. But as far as JDM just uniqueness goes, this is probably the most unique JDM car I've ever been in. Not in terms of engine and chassis. I don't think it's too crazy there or anything. I mean, it's a transverse mounted V6 front wheel drive platform minivan. I mean, that's essentially what it is, but the doors are like 6 feet tall. Those people are staring at the car as it goes past. Like, everybody's wondering, like, what the heck is this? And it's just that. It's everything you need out of a minivan. It's got a DVD player in the back. Like, I don't know. I just think it's really cool. Is it tough to get exciting about something like this? Initially, yes, after you're driving like sports cars all the time. But when you get in it and just get in the feel of, hey, like, if I was to buy this, you know, if I actually had a family and was to buy this and stick kids in the back and stuff, would I like it and get excited about it? Yeah, heck yeah, I would. It's really unique. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video with the Toyota Alphard. We're hanging around here in Fort Langley, which is definitely not where this thing shines. But, you know, it's getting looks, it's getting lots of attention, and it's really comfortable, you know, just enjoying a good Saturday drive, sending the summer off and away in the Toyota Alphard. So thank you guys so much for watching. Listen to the podcast. Every Wednesday we put that up on iTunes. We'll definitely be talking about this a lot more in detail with our friends on the show. So check that out. It's on iTunes, Shout Engine, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you get your podcasts, it's there. So be sure to subscribe as well. We'll see you guys next time.